I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll see. We're outside. I don't know. Will the screen change now? No, it won't. Well, I guess I do what everyone else does. We'll go this way, which sucks for you guys. Hey, no good for you guys. But this is on the phone. I'm not used to it. Cheers, bitch. Yeah, Bush Light. Got the old Bush Light apples back. Organize what's going on, brother. Big Steel, what it is. Just going to do a little update. Not that there's a whole lot. Obviously, still at home, but we'll let DJ Bolin, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Shamball, good morning. We'll kind of let it build up so I don't have to repeat myself a million fucking times. But what time is it? Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, ain't that about right? You know, for a drunk bastard sitting at home, ain't got no job. Ain't that the end thing to do? Being a drunk and all. Share your referral link. Why is that? I don't know what that means. Oh, I don't want that. Why does that keep saying that? Share referral link. I don't even know what a referral link is. There. Oh, it's that stupid thing. Well, I wonder how you get rid of that. Like, oh, I'll get $10 discount. Big deal. Big deal. I'm gonna have to go in and cancel this nonsense because I'm not paying whatever the hell they're paying or charging for this. So I'll have the trashy logo back. I don't go live enough to justify uh, what you call it, the full paid version of StreamYard. It just isn't worth it. Unfiltered, what's going on, baby? Passing through. I can't see anything because this stupid referral link is in the way. I see wow James. LOL. I'm not seeing anything else. It's junk. How do you get rid of that referral link? For Christ's sake. Stupid. Beer is getting white. Oh Jesus, don't I know it? Yeah, it's. I'll be playing Santa Claus this year. For God's, I'm getting fat enough for Santa Claus. I just need more white on the head, I guess. But Curdy, what's up, baby? You sweet little motherfucker. Um, I don't know. I guess the last time we talked, they were looking at totaling the truck out. Stephen Lau, good morning. And I called the insurance company, which is my insurance company. See, this is the problem with insurance, and this is where we kind of get the shaft. It might just be me feeling I'm getting the shaft, but how do I put this in words? So they wanted to total the truck out. One, it's not even their claim, okay? It's State Farm's claim. How I screwed up, and maybe you can learn from my mistake, is I contacted my insurance, obviously, say, hey, just got into an accident, not my fault. State Farm has taken full responsibility for it. And they talk you into shit. Well, just have us do it. You know, we try to get everything fast and easy. You know, we know the importance of getting you back on the road. Blah blah bullshit. Go ahead and go through us. You know, and then we'll deal with State Farm. Right? We'll deal with State Farm. Okay, that's good. So they send out their investigators, the crime scene, and all that stuff, which is good, right? Which you want them to do that anyway. That way you have somebody who's actually looking at the accident and then verifying that yes, State Farm is liable for this. I get that. You want to do that. But having them uh, run your well, see, it's not even like a car. Like a car, they go to your house and then they look at shit and then they say, okay, this is what it is. Or you can bring it to a shop and then they'll pay whatever for it. You know what I'm saying? My bad is it's an older piece of equipment, obviously not worth shit because you know what I paid for it, right? You know what I paid for it, and obviously the damages are going to be more than what the truck is worth, right? Insurance size. So naturally, um, and I bring it to Rush, which was stupid on my part because Rush is expensive. And now, granted, are they going to do quality work? Absolutely. But when you're talking that old of a piece of equipment, how much work do they really do? I mean, because everything's replacement parts, and it's all going to be used parts. It's all going to be junkyard parts. They were coming back with like $1,000 shipping for some plastic parts from Canada. You know, you can pick them up at the junkyard for $100. They quoted $3,500 for a bumper. You can get for $1,000. So a lot of shit was just out of it. So obviously, then they wanna total it. And I said, well, what about giving me a cash price? He says, well, I'm already getting. This is my insurance company, mind you, my insurance company. We're already getting good quotes for salvage, right? We're already getting good. This is their fucking words. We're already getting good quotes for salvage. I said, you know why you're getting good quotes for salvage? Because the fucking thing ain't totaled. That's why you're getting good fucking money on salvage. I said, so this is the business. So he says, well, you could buy the truck back from me, right? You can buy the truck back from me for whatever the salvage offers are after he totals it out. And then it's a salvage title, which is worthless. I said, so this is your business, ain't it? This is your fucking business. And I'm irate on the phone at this point because now you're fucking me. I said, so this is your business. I pay you the fucking premiums so that when I get into an accident, you total the motherfucker out. You sell my fucking shit so you pay less for fixing said shit. And then you just want to write it off. And then my gap insurance obviously covers everything else that I owe. So you're going to pay the 26 grand or whatever that the truck is worth. Gap insurance is going to cover what else isn't covered. And then you want the fucking truck. I said, so this is your business. That's your business tactic. Is fucking me over. Is stealing, more or less stealing that piece of equipment from me. And then fucking me. Put me out of business doing all that shit. That's the plan for this insurance. Not to fix nothing, but just to salvage everything. So we were both going back and forth, yelling at each other. He wasn't so much yelling. I was doing more of the yelling. And then I said, you know what, just fuck you. Fuck you, fuck Great West, fuck the whole thing. Next day he calls me back. He says, I was thinking about our conversation we had yesterday, how you want to keep the truck. He says, well, how about let's just do a cash settlement and then you fix the truck. And if you think you could get the truck fixed for cheaper than what was quoted, we'll give you this cash settlement and you fix the truck. We have no more liabilities as far as the truck. We're not going to fix anything more. Now, keep in mind, the trailer's already been fixed. The trailer's been paid for. So now it's just the truck. So I thought about it, called around on some shops. SoCal helped call around a few shops. Talked about getting the front end done. Talked talk about going to a paint shop, having fiberglass hood. Either we could find them on Facebook. We could, the hoods are available. Um, the front end wasn't, you know, uh, I'd say the most expensive thing on that front end was the steer box, right? The gearbox. You can get that aftermarket cheap enough. And then the hood, obviously is, you can get them used for $1,000. Now, this hood isn't total. I need a new headlight assembly, um, but it's all fiberglass. It's fixable. You can reglass it, so it's not a complete loss, or like you have to get a new hood. So, um, problem is everyone's dragging their goddamn feet. Everyone's dragging their feet. Now with the settlement, we pretty much decided on that on day one, because then I started talking to State Farm. I said, well, fuck Great West. I'm going straight to State Farm. And then I'll deal with State Farm directly and see if they'll cover it. But he says, well, more than likely, we can send it to our guys to get it estimated. But if your insurance company is saying it's totaled complete loss, then we're probably going to say the same thing. I said, well, so once they said that, and then they offered me this money to fix the truck myself, I said, okay, I'll just do that. So it was as easy as on an email stating that I accept this dollar amount settlement, and I will not be expecting any more payouts to be done on this claim after this. So they literally overnight you the check. I mean, I had the check the next day. And then we started moving the truck around. We had the truck towed from Rush they finally got because you guys are also aware that I had a loaded trailer, right? We'll touch back to this loaded trailer nonsense in a fucking minute. That is another fiasco of a fucking hot mess. So, we end up towing the truck from Rush to a spring shop in Missouri, or in Oklahoma rather. There's like 16-minute drive, $338. So not bad for the tow. 338 or 300, and it was under $400. Maybe it was 388. Yeah, 388. So we had it towed to the spring shop. They got the front end all cleaned up, bent out the bumper, tried to straighten the bumper out as much as possible, so we could drive it to the paint shop. Well, we couldn't drive it to the paint shop. I didn't have a driver, and the paint shop's going to take forever. So we had it towed again from the spring shop back to almost where Rush is, to a collision center. And now I'm waiting on quotes. This is the dragging feet shit. Monday morning, we drop off the tractor. I think it was Friday. Maybe it was Friday. Anyway, drop the tractor off. They don't fucking do anything until Wednesday. Well, Tuesday. Or wait, no, Monday. They said they got it on. Yeah, it's probably only going to take a couple of days. Well, it took till Friday. So then Friday, then we drop the trailer off, or the tractor, to the shop, the paint shop, on Monday. Now, paint shop, I'm assuming a paint shop, like, this is what I want. Now, you can quote these other things, but this is primarily what I'm looking for. It shouldn't take that goddamn hard to figure out by looking at it, reglassing this fender, repainting it, and putting in a headlight assembly. I wouldn't imagine that's, like, give me the runaround, plus or minus $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a general GIF. That way I can give you the approval, then you can start working on it while you're waiting for maybe trying to find a replacement bumper, or trying to do this or trying to do that. Just cut to the fucking chase and just start working on fucking something. Well, they said, oh, Wednesday, yeah, we're going to have something for you in the morning. Didn't have anything in the morning. Called Friday. because I don't want to be the guy up their fucking ass. I called Friday, said, yeah, we'll get something after lunch. Well, after lunch, nothing. So, yeah, we got all the numbers, blah, blah, bullshit. I'll have you something emailed to you before lunch or after lunch. Never happened. So this was yesterday. I said, well, how long of a process is this? Let's just say we did everything that we had on our little wish list. Probably Friday, late next week. Okay. So I'm down another week. So keep in mind, this all happened April 4th. So we've been down already 5 weeks, call it. 5 weeks down, 5 weeks no revenue, 5 weeks of still paying insurance, 5 weeks still paying the truck payment, 5 weeks still paying home bills, and having nothing. And then having nothing. Because you don't get lost wages, you don't get any of this shit. The rental is nothing, right? So I ate the rental, ate the hotel, ate all of that shit. But thank you to subscribers and things of that nature. Quick, what's up, brother? I'm getting a lot of fucking help. Quick has been helpful. Flapper Arm John's been helpful. Tennessee Matt's been very, very, very fucking helpful. I mean, there's just a lot of people that's been helpful as far as SoCal's been helpful of figuring out, okay, what's the next step? Trying to find parts, reconditioning parts, just trying to fucking help me do it as cheap as possible. This truck ain't going to be brand new by any fucking means. Because it's a 2014, it wasn't new when I bought the son of a bitch. But it will run, it will do what it needs to do, and it will make money again. It's time consuming. Now, when you're in the middle of this time consuming nonsense, it seems to be it's exhausting. It's exhausting because it's the point of you're sitting here on your ass doing nothing but spending money and not making any money, Secondly, with the loaded trailer, let me make sure here. Hold on a sec. Hopefully this doesn't disconnect us. There. So this loaded trailer nonsense. Okay, so I get the trailer. These guys are up my ass every fucking day. 7:30 in the morning, calling me. What's going on? Is the trailer fixed? When are you going to get this loaded? I said, listen, motherfucker. It's 7:30 in the morning. These guys don't even start till 8:30. You call me at 7:30, it's not going to do anything. I promise you, you will know as soon as I know. This is a $3,000 fucking load on my trailer, for Christ's sake. This is not something that I'm just not interested in getting paid for. Okay, this is I definitely need that fucking money, so it will get handled in as soon as I could fucking possibly get it fucking handled. So finally get the trailer done because it was like 2 weeks and the truck and trailer were still coupled together because they'd have to call the tow truck again to pull the trailer and tractor apart once they got the trailer fixed so the landing gear goes down. So they had to do all that as well. And they're waiting on that. So they did do that. Trailer was open. Trailer was ready. So I called the fucking broker and I said, okay, you could do a power only on this, but I need that trailer brought back to Tulsa. Need the trailer back out to Tulsa. And I was thinking, okay, well, they're going to total the truck out, so you can just bring it to Morrison, right? Bring it to me. Then I found out, okay, we're going to try to fix the truck, so okay, I need to bring it back down to Tulsa. They said, yeah. So we drew up a trailer interchange agreement, and so that broker or that truck driver could, pick up the trailer. So they pick up the trailer, then they immediately call me and say, hey, there's too low tires. I said, well, put air in them. I put air in it. You know what I'm saying? Well, who's going to pay for that? Well, one, air is free. Okay, you're at Rush. Put air in the goddamn tire. What do we have an issue with here? It's low. Okay. Is it off the rim? No. Well, then just have them put air in it. So they put air in it, and then they took it off. They took off, and then they delivered it. Now, now, since he's calling me because of the tires, now I have his phone number. So then I contacted him and said, "You're bringing it back to Tulsa, or do you need the trailer for a couple days? Loadout trailer. Use it as a loadout trailer for a few days. What do you need it for?" This is where I fucked up. This is where I fucked up. I fucked up multiple times on this situation. I should never. I should have never have sent a trailer agreement until until I had an updated rate con, right? Because they're telling me, listen, because on the rate con says $500 late fee, blah blah bullshit. I inquired about that. I said, I understand if I lose that 500. He says, no, you're not going to lose that 500. The 500 is if you're filly dicking around and you're late. That's not the situation. You're in an accident. Okay, cool. What they will do is they're going to take the rate per mile that the load paid, and then they're going to pay you from Goodyear, Arizona to Tulsa, and that's what your new rate constant. Fair enough, right? Because that's all I did with the tractor or the trailer anyway. Fair enough. So the load gets delivered the next day because it's a 10-hour drive to get to Indiana, and it gets delivered. So I start calling the broker, trying to get an updated rate con. Nothing. Nothing. No one's answering their phone. Voicemails aren't getting answered. I called the manager of the account manager on there. Nothing. Nothing. And no one's answering. No one's calling me back. So now they blow my ass up every goddamn morning trying to figure out what's going on with it. And then once they get what they want, then they're done. Once they get what they want. And then I find out the trailer's not going back to Tulsa. It isn't going to Morrison. He's taking it to his fucking yard in Montgomery, Illinois. So once he drops the load off, he's going to bring it to fucking his lot in Illinois. So my truck's in Tulsa. Now I got to drive all the way up to Indiana or Illinois, which is another 10-hour fucking drive, just to pick up my trailer to get this load delivered. And then I told the broker, I said, that's okay. The fact that I have to do all this bullshit, but I need an updated rate sale. I need an updated rate con. Nothing. Nothing. No answers, no nothing. So then I called this guy. I said, listen, I need to have that. Because I told him, I said, well, the trailer's going to have to sit there for a week. He didn't have a problem. So then the next week I called him again. I said, it's going to be another week or two. It's finally getting the front end done. Then the truck's got to go into pace. He says, don't worry about it. Just call me when you're ready to pick it up. It's in a secured lot. He's a Russian, but he seems good enough. Seems good enough. And then, so I told him, send me that bill of lading. Send me that bill of lading. So I've got proof of shit. So that it was delivered and all that shit. So we're still fucking around with this nonsense. So since they won't answer my phone calls, I just threw it in the factory. 3 things are going to happen. 1, this broker pays the entire amount on the rate con. 2, they only pay what is due to me, and then I pay back my factoring company the overage. Or 3, they pay $0. They pay $0. But at least I'll have somebody's goddamn information. Because if you look up this broker, all it tells you is, hey, call the phone number that's on the rate con. Well, guess what? There is no, hey, if you're looking for billing or anything, there is no extensions for billing. There's no extensions to talk to somebody else. You only get the number of the agent. No other numbers there. But at least once this goes to billing, then at least there's going to be some kind of email or something made from the factoring company that then I can go in and say, listen, I understand you're not going to pay me the whole dollar amount, but I need something, right? I need something from Arizona to Oklahoma, and then you pay whatever that is, right? So because they're not answering the phone, what am I supposed to do? Not get nothing? I mean, I've got fuel, I've got all that shit that I need compensated for, and then these guys just blackball the fuck out of me? No, no. So I'll let the factory company deal with it. I'll let the factory company go after them for whatever they go after, however they go after. If they don't get paid, they don't get paid. Sooner or later, it's going to be me paying it, which is fine. Uh, I just know I'll never work with that broker again. But yeah, it's a shame. It's complete chaos. It's complete fucking chaos that that these guys don't have a whimmer of a fuck to even get you an updated rate con. You know, just to give an updated rate con should not be that goddamn difficult. Just the miles, you know. But then to do nothing, to not answer phone calls. So I put it in with the factoring company. Let them deal with it. Um, Worst case, I've been told, well, contact the customer, contact the receiver, the shipper, and then, start bitching and moaning that these guys ain't paying you and blah, blah bullshit. My signature is on that bill of lading. You know, there's proof that I handled this motherfucker at one time or another. So I need to get compensated, you know. Did you ever? I can't read that. Is that deliver the load, Atlanta? Is that what you're doing? Atlanta, do me a favor and just type a period and then enter, because this stupid thing's got the share referral link in here and I can't fucking get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? I don't know how to get rid of that goddamn referral link. See if I go into settings, layouts. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get rid of that. No, the load's been delivered. The load's been delivered. Um, Duluth, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. Sponsored by Duluth, mind you. Um, I can see, but I can't see. Like the chat goes on the bottom, and they got this stupid goddamn bubble. Share your referral link on the bottom right. So it's fucking everything up. It's fucking everything up. Duluth, your fucking shit, brother. I appreciate you, man. Um, so yeah, these guys fucking running around with this shit and the fucking not giving an update rate con. It's just idiocy. It's just ignorant. But I guess that proves what we are is fucking people, cogs in this fucking industry. We are the bottom feeder. We are bottom feeders. Evidently, we got no respect. We got they have harassed you to get the load. And listen, I'm communicating every day with these motherfuckers. I'm not answering this broker, this agent's phone call. I'm doing everything in my power to get this thing loaded. I can't go down there and fix the goddamn trailer myself. You know, I don't have any trucks that's going to haul that fucking load. Now, they did repower it once. As soon as the trailer was ready, I said, come and get it, but I need the trailer back. I said, you can load it out for a few days. You can do whatever you want, just bring it back to me. No, they couldn't do that either. Couldn't do that either. Did the power only dude get paid for the load? If so, how much did he get? See, that might be something I might ask quick. I didn't want to get that deep into it with him, is about what he got paid. I was lucky I got the bill of lading. I was lucky I got the bill of lading from being delivered. after it was delivered, he gave me the bill of lading. Now the bill of lading was in the truck. He asked me for it. He would have got the original, but then I had to give him like a scan of, because the broker just wanted a picture of the broker just wanted the picture of the first page. Now, obviously, there's several pages. They couldn't get the paperwork from the receiver or the shipper, but so they used what I gave them, which was very difficult to fucking see. But then I cleaned it up and changed it up and cleaned it up. But they only ended up using the very first one I sent them, which was just a picture. So, which I converted to a PDF, but then I went and I cleaned it up and, all that bullshit. But regardless, the receiver took it, signed it, my signature's on there, blah, blah, bullshit. I just can't believe that these guys, because I've ran multiple loads for these sons of bitches. To think that, and I've dealt with the same guy, Harrison. I dealt with him every fucking load I pulled with these guys. And to just blackball me like that, it just baffled me. Just baffled me. But, and listen, if I got to pay all of it back, then I pay it all back. I mean, I got to factor all my loads anyway. And if this broker does not pay me back or pay Triumph, then Triumph is going to come after me for the money, and that's fine. I'll pay. Or, these guys just pay the full settlement and be done with it. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. I have no idea what they'll do. But I got to do something, right? I got to do something. I can't just eat $3,000 load. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. I can't eat it. Oh, especially during all of this, I can't eat. I couldn't eat a $3,000 load in any circumstance. Much less now where I've been out for 5 weeks. Out of work for not a single fucking load for 5 weeks. I mean, yeah, it's fucking crazy. But we've been keeping ourselves occupied. We got the old Ford fucking dually running. That was the glow plug relay or whatever the fuck it is on the back. There's actually one in the back seat of the truck. Yeah, so that was cool. I got an extra one, I guess. But so we got the old Ford running because I'm bored. Like today, I'm gonna grind the frame of the Ford and paint it. I'm losing my fucking mind. It's just there's absolutely nothing to fucking do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today is grind the frame down and hit it with some primer. But don't you love swallowing load? Well, Derek, who doesn't? I mean who doesn't? Broker probably cashed out on the load. Atlanta, I wouldn't doubt it, dude. All right, I wouldn't doubt it. They figured all we had to deal with all this. Oh, we're just gonna take his money and divide it amongst each other. I guess. Who knows? 2.4, what it is? Oh, there you go. You mentioned What about the third 350? Yeah, the 350. We got that running. We got that running. Runs like a fucking top. It did. Now it did leave me stranded. Drove it to the grocery store. Came back out, and then of course it wouldn't start. So that's a new starter. Had to put a new starter in it. But that fucker, fucking, she's a zinger now. She fires right up. She fires right up now. That new starter's pretty fucking healthy. I have to run to the butcher shop, grab meats for my smoker. I was thinking about maybe smoking something too. I'm gonna see what ribs look like today. I might smoke some ribs. I think Fatty was talking about doing ribs, or well, I think he was doing ribs. I think I might do some ribs. I think I might do some ribs. I think I might do party style though. So I'll base them. I'll keep them together for 165 degrees. Then after 165 degrees, then I'm going to cut them off. Cut them. So the meat's on the bone, but there's individual pieces, and then put them in a tinfoil pan. Throw a bunch of brown sugar and barbecue sauce in it, and then cover it up. Put it back until it gets 205 maybe, and that'll be some tender ass fucking ribs. I think that's what I might do. Uh, I would. They need to get rid of it. Yeah, carpetbaggers. Atlanta, I agree. Is your truck up and running, Charlie? No, it's not. It's gonna be down for at least another week. At least another week. Well, yeah, week and a half. Oh, potentially 2 more weeks. In all reality, it might be 2 more weeks because I got to do. Um, Matt's been working on some plastic parts and potentially a bumper. That I'll have to get back with him and find out about the bumper situation. Trying to find a used one, but of course they don't have any used chrome that ain't already fucked up or whatever. I don't feel like spending $1,000 on a new bumper. Iowa 80's got them for 1,000, but I don't know if it comes with all the mounting brackets and shit. I'll have to call them. Um, I honestly don't give a shit what bumper is on it. It had a chrome bumper on it. Do I need a chrome bumper? No, I don't. Uh, Plastic bumper is fine with me. You know, that's fine with me. So I don't give a shit about the fucking chrome. I just need to make some money. Glad you still see the light at the end of the tunnel. All sounds better. Yeah, Steven, it's, when that last video, I got a lot of slack off of. Um, because I just found out that they wanted to total the fucking truck. I'm out of fucking, maybe there's some people out there that don't fucking get it. You know, once you build what you have and you're doing what you're doing, and then all it takes is an accident, which is not your fault, wrong place, wrong time, and then it's all gone, and then it's like that was kind of a shocker. So going live and talking about it, I mean, obviously we use YouTube as therapy, right? We talk shit out on here, no different than what I do, right? I'm an open book. You guys know everything, anything that I do, every move I make. You guys are well aware of what the fuck I'm doing. To see some of the fucking videos out there of the situation, it's expected, right? It's expected because I'm kind of a big deal out here, I guess. And you're waiting for the king to fall, right? You're waiting for the king to fall, and I get it. You're an opportunist, and bad news is good news for you guys, and that's cool. That's cool. The one I'm really surprised with is Narc. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm pleasantly surprised with Narc, to be quite honest. Not that we're buddies or friends or anything like that, but on this one, he kind of fucking, hey, I got bigger fish to fry than worry about your broke ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's yeah. But you're gonna get that, right. They're gonna get you in your lows, and then that's fine. That's to be expected. I can't be out here having everybody thinking, that I'm kind of king shit or anything out here. But I'm an open book. So should I be even speaking on this? I don't know. I didn't really want to speak on anything until the insurance was done, so nothing could get fucked over as far as the insurance. But that's all done. Everything is done now, so I can speak pretty freely on all of it. Uh, I just didn't want, if there was going to be any fuckery, I didn't need any more fucking than I was already getting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need any more fuckery. So I kind of was just laying low just to get everything fucking done and finalized. So, and now that it is, then everything's cool. But, is there times that I give up too much information? Sure there is. Absolutely sure there is. No question. But That's just what I do. It's what I do. And does that open me up for criticism? Does that open me up for people shitting on me? Yeah, it does. It does. But but that video was like I just found out that I'm going out of business. I mean, that was my reaction video of just hearing what was going on, and just hearing that I'm done. That everything I've worked for is gone. Right? It's gone. And there is no job in the world other than being an owner operator is going to pay me the money that I need to continue to do what I'm doing. It would end in bankruptcy. It would have to end in bankruptcy because there's just too much out there. It's too much out there to not. So obviously now that we're getting the truck fixed and all that other stuff, and then everything's right as rain. But if they did take that truck, if they took that truck from me, what am I going to do? What could I do? Nothing. Nothing. File bankruptcy, just like the other 500 driver companies that are out there that are going bankrupt, that are closing their doors. Well, you don't think that they could sell half of their trucks and try to get back on track, right? I'm a one truck, one trailer operation. How the fuck am I going to avoid bankruptcy when a 500 driver carrier they can't get out of bankruptcy? How the fuck am I getting out of bankruptcy? But see, we're always pocket watching. We're always pocket watching the individual. You know what I'm saying? Team Tiny, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, wanting to power only that load for the full $3,000. That's awesome. I do appreciate that. It's only business. You know what I'm saying? It's only business. Is the four-wheeler's insurance paying anything? Yes, Atlanta, the four-wheeler's insurance is paying everything. They're paying everything. So with Great West paying me, they're going to go after State Farm and get paid by State Farm, because State Farm's already taken 100% liability. They've taken responsibility for everything. So Great West is going to go after State Farm for the loot. So technically, it's not my insurance company paying for it. Had I known, though, it does come up as a claim. Even though your insurance company ain't paying shit, it's still a fucking claim because they've got their filthy little cock beaters in the mix. So because they got their fucking cock beaters in there, now it's a claim against me. So now I get insurance renewal September. We're not even out of the woods yet, folks. We're not even out of the woods yet because I've got 2 claims, 2 out of services. My insurance is due for renewal in September. I may not even be able to afford the new insurance premium, right? I may not even be able to afford the new insurance premium. So I might be looking to lease on with someone else or fucking selling shit. I've still got the 680 I can sell. I've got 2 trailers I can sell and the fucking tractor I can sell. I've got shit to sell, right? If needed. I got shit to sell. I don't want to give up yet on the 680 because my delusional ass thinks that I can still fix that. So I haven't given up on that, but that's something that I could get rid of. I can sell a fucking trailer. We just need to see where our insurance renewal is going to be now with 2 claims and 2 out of services. That's the hard part. We'll have to see. Scramble North, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Baker B, good morning. Should be able to get lost wages from State Farm since it was the others. No. Once it was a cash buyout, that's it. It's a cash settlement. There is no more money. There is no more money. So there is no lost wages. There is no nothing. There is nothing. The cash buyout is it. There are no more monies coming in. So part of that money would be for lost wages and things of that nature, plus fixing the truck, plus fixing the truck. Now, with the money they gave me, do I feel like I could fix the truck adequately? Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, like I said, we got the front end done, realigned, everything's good, got the new steer box, um, new shackles, all this bullshit to get the front end done was $4,000. And that included the tow, right? That included the tow because I just charged over the tow from Rush to the spring shop. So they just added that. They added that tow to the bill. So the bill is like 42 something. So I'm just right under $4,000 for them to straighten out the front end. Axle was fine; it wasn't bent, and to bend out the bumper so it could be drivable, and then do the gearbox, the steering gearbox replacement. So they did that. So now it's a driver, right? Now we can drive it. Now we're just trying to get. Technically, if I threw in a headlight assembly, I could run. I could run with just, and maybe depending on the bumper, how the bumper looked, I could run with a headlight assembly, with the damaged hood, with the damaged plastic fender. I just don't want to because that's just another breakdown. It's just it's more time I've got to take off, and you can't make money if you're always in the fucking shop. So it's just nip it at the fucking bud and let's get everything fucking done. So then when we're out, we're out. But there's going to be issues in the future. Like the Bendix is fucked up. I'm going to have to bring it to a shop or something to get that Bendix deleted from the fucking truck because it won't have cruise control. It's also going to throw engine lights and all that other shit. So there's issues with that fucking thing. And there's not a lot of people that want to take that out of the ECU. So that's going to be a challenge in itself. But other than that, it's going to be a good roller. And it was running great before the accident. So I'm hoping I can have some good luck and be able to recoup some fucking revenue. And we'll probably be out when we get the truck back. We'll probably be out 6 weeks at least. A minimum of 6 weeks. We're going to be out and try to recoup some loot, to be quite honest with you. Toga, what's up, baby? So you're not going to be a company driver anymore. Charlie, no. I did, listen, I signed up with England or Night Transportation, to be quite honest with you. After talking to Quick and the fact that they don't have a forced dispatch, where, if the appointment ain't what you want because it's a night appointment, then just decline the load. They'll get you something different. That fucking really appealed to me. I mean, that truly did. And the fact that they got good shit over there. They got good equipment. I mean, they just got in a handful of brand new goddamn Volvos. I mean, they got some great looking fucking trucks there at night. And that's all I give a shit about. I just want to be in good equipment and sizable equipment that the wife and I can be comfortable in. So if we can get a fucking Volvo or 680 or something, perfect. Right? Perfect. And to actually sit back and not have to worry about breakdowns and repairs and fucking trying to scour a load board for a load and just be able to fucking set the cruise and eat some miles. Yeah, that was pretty tempting, And the fact, which I did not know this until I talked to the guy, they also provide college for you and your spouse. So I mean, hot damn. I mean, that was a big selling point right there also. So yeah, I was signed up for night. Now, because this accident was so new and we were ready to go out Wednesday, rent a car, go down to Tulsa and load up the truck. We were ready to load up the truck. I would have to stop in Tulsa and get the accident report because it was so new. It wasn't updated yet on the internet. And night transportation, they need that accident report. So we were going to shoot down, and then my orientation would have been, this last Monday would have been my orientation. So we were already ready to rock. And then that day or the next day, I get a phone call saying, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cash you out. So then I was like, well, shit. Now I've got to, talk to Knight and let them know what the situation is and everything. And but we're ready to fucking shake and bake. We're ready to go to fucking Knight and just put it in the mouse. Now, unfortunately, with Knight, that that still doesn't fix my problems, right? Of how much money I owe. That's not going to make enough. A company job is just not going to give me the revenue that I need to pay my bills. It's just not. I need to do. I need to have a $5,000 weeks, not $1,800 weeks. You know, I need to make money. Company driver is going to keep me money right after bankruptcy, but it's not going to pay. It isn't going to pay for the business, right? Company jobs are not designed to pay for your business expense. They're designed to keep you alive, right? Pay for home expenses, not business expenses. But I was okay with that. I was all right with that. And I was kind of excited. I made peace with filing bankruptcy. I made peace. It was a big kick in the dick. Obviously, you guys seen the last video. It was a big kick in the dick to fucking come to a realization that, listen, I'm losing fucking everything I've worked for. Everything I've worked for, I'm losing. It was a big kick in the dick. But then once it was said and done, then I made peace with it. It's like, fuck it. Then I started thinking of the positive things. You know, file bankruptcy, get rid of all this fucking debt. Work for fucking Knight Transportation, get steady hours, get steady miles, get a steady fucking paycheck. I don't have to have the burden of IFTA, plates, all these expenses, insurance. All I gotta do is point the motherfucker in the direction and go. And that was appealing. Finally having health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance again, vacation time. What's wrong with that? Well, the dollar amount's wrong, but that's trucking, right? It's not enough money for me to continue the way I'm doing today because of all my debt. But if that debt goes away because now the truck is fucking gone, they stole the goddamn truck from me, I've got no choice. There's not a job in the world that's going to pay me what I need to make to pay all this debt. There's not a job out there in the world that's going to pay it. The only job that's going to pay that bill is being an owner operator. That's the only way I'm going to pay it. That's the only way you're going to make that kind of money. But I made peace with it. I made peace with it. And I was like, fuck it, gung ho, let's go. I mean, I'm ready to, sign up at Knight and get on the fucking road. And then they say, so then I've got the wife on board, everybody's on board. Well, then later that day or next day or whatever, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and give you this money. It's like, fuck, do I want it? Right? Do I want it? So I had, I sat on that for the day. I was going to wait till the next day, but maybe I should have. But I waited a few hours, more than a few hours, quite a few hours. And I thought about shit, now I've got the load board. I've got, all this responsibility all back again after I just washed my hands of it. And I got it all back again. So we're going to do what we could do. See if we can save the business, save ourselves, and see what, worst case scenario, I've already made peace with failure, right? I've already made peace with it. I don't want to fail, but if I do fail, I'm all right with that too. So if it don't work out, don't work out. Now, the plans with the 350, I'm turning that motherfucker into a service truck. Mostly for myself. I can't, to pay someone $150 an hour at TA to do work is just not, it's not plausible. To change tires, to rotate tires. To rotate tires is $60 a tire. Well, you got 8 tires to rotate. That's $60 per each tire. Yeah, it's $480. You could buy those bars that preteen is going to change those tires with. They're gonna use those $200 tires or $200 bars, and they're gonna do those themselves. Well, I'm gonna do it myself. So I'm gonna turn that flatbed into a service truck, and I'll do my own tires, my own brakes, my own drums, whatever. Might step up to doing airbags and brake chambers. We'll see. But as far as like tires and shit like that, I'm doing that shit myself. Try to save a couple bucks, and then we'll see if I can't do a little bit more as time goes on. Maybe learn something, and maybe be able to. I'm not talking about rebuilding engines here, folks. I'm talking about changing goddamn tires, rotating tires, uh, changing brakes, potentially, slack adjusters or airbags, brake chambers, things of that nature. Nothing crazy, but nothing that I think deserves $150 an hour for. Not, it just there's nothing out there is worth $150 an hour. It's crazy. Can't keep the king down. Rick Pig, I appreciate that, brother, but yeah, the crown is gone. I mean, nice to see you again, Unfiltered. You could drive for Gentry. No, I wouldn't do that. I've already seen I've already seen that episode. It ain't gonna work out well. You know what I'm saying? Ask Brian Brown, how does a man go from a marriage over? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. I mean, listen, marriages separate. It happens. I'd have settled for the trailer for payment. It was 850 miles for me. 850 miles. I settled for the trailer. You are fucking crazy, dude. You are fucking. You're cute. Still, listen. I love you too, man. I still love you too. I mean, listen. It's business, right? Yeah. I'm a piece of shit. Will continue to fail. Hey, listen. I will. There's a. It's a strong possibility. There's a lot of things working against me. So yeah, there's a lot of things working against me. When you hire shit bags, you become shit. Yeah, yeah, to a certain degree. Um, I I don't know if I'm bringing on contractors again. I've tried it twice. I failed twice miserably at it. I don't think that's going to happen, and I just don't. If it is, it's going to be like way down the future, like 3 or 4 or 5 years. I just don't see myself bringing on contractors again. I've tried it, and in less than a year, they fucking kill me. In less than a year, they fucking kill me. You know, and I don't think I tried it because I thought, well, maybe the first time was a fluke, and then this time, no. It kind of set in stone that it doesn't matter how many years they have. Shit happens, and I just don't want to be the beneficiary of it, of the shit. Your insurance can go up or be canceled, or it sucks. Yeah, well, it'll go up. I'm pretty sure the insurance, because this is going to turn up as another claim. It's going to turn up as a claim because they got their fucking dick beaters on it. So now it's a claim. Was State Farm there when you were beating the shit out of your wife with a cereal bowl? No, State Farm was not there. Even though I do have State Farm, you know. Bobby Kohler, what it is? I see SoCal sent you one of his old shirts. No, this is just a shirt. Pull head on 680, fix the two liners, and roll again. Don't rebuild. Atlanta, that's plausible. I mean, but how long is that going to last? Listen, if the fucker lasts a year, it's a year longer than anything else. Might just be able to replace the two liners. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. Seems like even the money you profit goes right back to the truck. And Charlie, there seems to be the nature of the beast, right? Seems to be the nature of the beast. It seems to be, there's a lot of money changing hands, but there ain't a whole lot coming to me at the end of the day. It all goes back to the truck, one way or another. So what are you up to nowadays? Or are you completely free financially or don't have to work? Oh, no, Toga. No, I'm still waiting for the truck to get repaired so I can get back to work. You know, I'm not yeah, I'm not debt free. No, my debt is still with me. I'll be debt free if I lose it. You know, if I lose everything, I'll be debt free. But no. Wesley, what's up, baby? That's steady what it is. Where's the shit hawk, the lazy nine toed? Uh, yeah, he did. Well, I can't say it's his fault. It's 1.2 million miles. I mean, can't say it's his fault. You can run outlaw gentry. That's the last thing I want to do is run outlaw. I don't want to run outlaw. I don't want to run agricultural. I don't want to do any exemption. I just, you know, I'm not I'm 51. I'm not out here fucking banging balls out here. I want to work at my leisure, my pace, you know. Glad you didn't give up and back at it. Keep it up. Yeah, Liquid Dragon, we're trying, brother. We're trying. And I think we'll be okay. I mean, once we can get uh once we get back rolling, because honestly, if anything, some benefits came out because thank God they replaced that landing gear on the trailer. That was a fucking bitch. So they did fix that. So if anything, you know, in 6 months after rolling it for 6 months, this accident, this 5 weeks of not, or end up being 7 weeks of no revenue, it's going to be a distant fucking memory. It'll be a distant memory. So I don't give a shit. You know, it is what it is. As long as we can keep the truck rolling, I know what my abilities are. I know what I can do. So I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. I appreciate that, Scramble North. Appreciate that. Glad to see me not giving up. I appreciate that. Hurry up and get back running, Best, so you can remind us blowout operators that we're a bunch of shitbags. Yeah, I'll do that, CB. I'll do that. Yeah. And next time you see GW, go ahead and give him a hug and a kiss, you little short run. A year from now, you'll be back on top. The Pete will do it. Best wishes, Sean Fairman. I appreciate you, brother, and I agree. I agree. The truck was running fucking strong. It's got a good 2 or 3 years left in it. You know, is it going to be enough to rebuild? Am I going to make enough to rebuild the 680 yet? I don't know. You know, with the tariffs in the market, who knows what it's going to be, right? Who knows? Um, who cares? I mean, it is what it is. Uh, You know, what can you do? I mean, in worst case, you make peace with it, go bankrupt, and go be company. I mean, that's what you do, right? And then if I did that, would I ever come back out to do it again? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all. Drive for night till your truck is ready. Atlanta, it costs night transportation a lot of money to bring on somebody. For me to do that just to work 2 weeks isn't fair to night transportation. It's not fair to night transportation. I I wouldn't do that. As much as I would love to have the extra loot, right? I absolutely would, but it's not fair night for night transportation to spend all the money that they spend to bring on a new guy just for them to leave in 2 weeks. It's just not worth it. I'm sure Narc can sell his used set of bars. That's possible, Wesley, right? He might want to upgrade, you know? Narc could train you, yeah. Well, see, and listen, I watched, unlike, you know, other people, I watched mechanics do their fucking job. You know, I've seen them do hub seals and hub uh, bearings, and you know, most of the time the bearings are already set in the fucking hub. But now this last time, it wasn't. So I watched them set the fucking bearing and all this shit. So is that something that I could fucking do? Absolutely. There ain't no rocket science shit to it. And the motherfucking shit comes with directions. It comes with directions how to torque it. It comes with directions how to assemble the bearings. So it's not that big of a fucking deal. Changing tires is changing tires. The only dangerous part of changing the tire is airing it up, and you can get one of those portable cages for a few $100s, or best case, mount the, just put enough air in there to seal the bead, mount the tire, and then finish airing the tire up on the fucking axle. That way, when it blows, the rim ain't fucking flying all over the place, because that's what you're worried about. You're worried about that goddamn rim. But no, I've got a little fucking air jobby. I can run 5 foot of fucking hose to the fucking valve. I can air up a tire standing quite a ways away and see where it's at while it's on the fucking axle. So if it blows, the brim ain't flying. So that's the most dangerous part of it, is filling it. Anything else is nothing. 21, what it is? Where'd they leave your trailer? In their yard in Chicagoland. So yeah, just open the pizza joint bar. Oh God, 666. I'm telling you, dude, that would be fucking tits. Very nice to see you doing Hirschbach. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll be doing any Hirschbach dancing. Hmm. At the end of the day, you're surviving. That's all it is, Curdy. That's all it is. I ain't gonna get rich doing this, but I ain't gonna get rich running for any other company either. Not to say that I'm not gonna make any money at night. I'm not gonna make. I'm not getting rich at any company job. But I'm not getting rich doing this. Okay, I'm not. I'm not getting rich doing this. So neither one of his trucks is going yet. Frustrating when insurance is involved in because now you are their timeline. Yes, correct. So now I'm dealing with the shops. Insurance is now out of the equation, day cab. Now it's just dealing with multiple shops to get multiple shit fixed. Which truck would be cheaper to get up and going first? That's going to be the 386. That's going to be the Peterbilt. Yeah. Now, could I have had, I don't know, since it's drivable for the $4,000, would it be possible that I could drive this truck up here and then swap out engines, put the engine from the Peterbilt? Potentially, but what's that solving? That's not solving anything. And one, it's from a Peterbilt, not a Kenworth. Wiring harnesses aren't going to match up. The ECU is not going to nothing's going to match up. And it's going to turn into a fucking hot mess. So I'm not even interested in that. You know, always a pleasure. I appreciate that, Eddie. How to make $1 million in truck? You start with 3 million. That's how it works, man. No one is getting fucking rich out here. There is that appeal, being an owner operator, and there is a lot of money changing hands. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of fucking money changing hands. But the reality is that no one's getting fucking rich. Now, Jeffrey he's probably getting rich. I mean, he's getting 20% off of 20 drivers. And let's say they do $3,000 of revenue a week. He's making $600 times 20, right? You do the math. That's a lot of fucking money. $12,000 a week he's making. Yeah, he's getting rich. We're getting by. Any other single owner operator is just merely getting by. You know. New here, looking for help. I'm half deaf and find someone that knows sign language. Do any of you know anything? No. You know what I went through? I came back 4 years later. Exactly, Bobby. Exactly. I mean, we'll bounce back. And if we don't bounce back, like I said, I made peace with it. You know, I'll do night transportation in a fucking heartbeat and just get back on the road until I no longer want to do it anymore, or until I find something else. And, you know, change a few tires. I mean, fuck, I could do road service in this truck. You don't need an ASC certification to do tires or brakes or to work on anything, right? You don't need to be certified to work on anything. You just do it yourself. You can change tires on the side of the fucking road. I live by 88. I could do road service. Not that I want to die on the fucking interstate by not being seen, because that's a dangerous motherfucking job. But if you could do something like yards or truck stops where you just cruise around truck stops, you know, maybe. Bearings and tires is no big deal, really. No, they're really not. They're really not. I mean, it comes with directions, and I've seen it done multiple times because I watched the guys fucking do it. You know, I watch them change the tires. I watch them fucking change the bearings. I watch them change fucking airbags and slack adjusters and fucking brake chambers. Fuck, 90% of people learn by watching, right? Well, that's how you learn. If you're just trying to stay busy in the meantime, can you go 10 bar or something, just like part-time temp gig? Go work graveyard out at Shell Station. There's no shame in earning a living. Day cab, I get it. Bartending, no. Shell gas station, potentially. Again, it's the problem. Day cab is only going to be for a couple of weeks, and I know how much it costs to bring on an employee, right? I know how much it costs. I don't feel right going to a company and working there knowing I'm not going to last. I'm not going to be there, and I don't feel like wasting their fucking time. You know, save your old race and make your own driver for the steels. Yeah, yeah, seen that. My shop is by Montgomery. Well, that's where it's at. Quick. Sounds like a headache. I'd rather just drive someone else's truck. Charlie, I'm with you. That's where I kind of made peace with it because I thought of the benefits of just being a company driver. And after having nothing but struggle after struggle after struggle of having contractors, owning fucking truck, and having all that overhead, for what, really? For what, really? It's not, there is not that much. It's a lot of fucking stress. There's a lot of fucking stress. That being a company guy seems a little bit. It's obviously easier, but listen, the reality is that I've always this is why I'm thinking about like this flatbed having it as a service truck because I'm always thinking about doing my own shit and not being company. I've always driven to do my own thing and not work for the man. And even if I got to fucking change tires or change brakes or I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't go company driver for a while until I just didn't want to do it anymore. You know. But I'm hard to be held down as a company driver because I'm not company material because I'm always looking for more. I'm not saying that you guys ain't looking for more. The company drivers ain't looking for more. You guys are just happy with what you got and you're good. That's nothing wrong with that. You're not even contributing to your Social Security retirement. Of course I am, Charlie. I'm paying taxes. I'm paying taxes. So I definitely am contributing to Social Security. Dedicated is where it's at, Eddie. I agree. You know, I agree. Make a truck a portable glory hole. Yeah. Nasty motherfucker. Hunter, what's up, brother? SoCal, what it is? I'm out of trucking. Doc won't sign my release for physical fucking heart issues at 45. Yeah, Hunter. See, that sucks. That sucks when you want to do it and can't. Yeah, that's a bummer. Conversation. What's going on, brother? Forklift driving at one of the warehouses I used to pick up and doing just as well. There you see. There you go, Hunter. It's just find what you want to do. You know I ain't worth a fucking a factory setting. I'm just not. I'm not worth a fucking a factory setting. I'm always going to think of something else. You pretty much did. You know, I'm just not. To me, that's just a dead end job. And as relaxing as being a company driver would be the first 6 months, it's going to start settling in to the point where I'm going to feel like I'm at a dead end job, and that I've got no growth, got nowhere to go, and the only thing I'm going to see in the next 5 years is a couple cent raise. That might settle well with majority of fucking people. It doesn't settle well with me. You know, it doesn't settle well with me because I like the potential of growth, of advancement. Being a company guy, it would be nice just to punch in the clock, log in, do your pre-trip drive, not have to worry about anything. To have a breakdown, give somebody else a fucking call, somebody else's problem. It'd be good for about 6 months or a year. But then after that, I'm going to start wanting more. I'm going to start wanting more. And no company job is going to offer more. That's the only problem with being a company guy, is that there is no advancement. There is no more. There isn't any more. That's the bad part. I mean, there's potential as a single owner operator, and I've got 2 trailers. It's something I could find a local gig. I could find something I could do drop and hook with. There's opportunities out there. Opportunities that maybe down the road everything gets cleaned up. Maybe I will bring on another contractor or two. Maybe I'll be a little more selective. Maybe I'll find somebody on the road doing a proper pre-trip and post-trip that looks like they're safe, look like they're fucking loving what they do. Maybe I'll offer them something. But at the end of the day, maybe not. But at least I like the option. You know, at least I like the option of being able to fucking do something to increase revenue. Company guy, there isn't anything you could do. As great and relaxing as it would be to finally make a paycheck without all the fucking stress, sounds appealing. Long term, can I do it long term? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I only keep a job like that for the insurance and benefits. I work on the side doing electrical work and mechanical shit. There you go, Hunter. You know, I'm picking up in Rockford tomorrow, going to Topeka. See? Beautiful. Right next door. You know, am I running SoCal? No. The truck has been towed to the paint shop. So they're supposed to get me a fucking quote after lunch yesterday, and they did not. So I guess I'll give the approval on Monday, and then they'll start on it. And they're talking about it'd be like the end of late next week. It'll be done, and then you know I still got to go and get some other shit done, and then I got to go pick up the trailer. So we probably got 2 weeks more. We got 2 more weeks to do before we're rolling. I get what you're saying. Most company gigs don't pay much. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, they don't. Unfortunately, they don't. Why are you painting it? That's not DOT requirement. Double down because I don't. I'm not a driver. How can I say this? I'm not driving a piece of shit. You know, I'm not driving a piece of shit. I'd rather not drive at all than drive around in a fucking piece of shit. I'm just not. It's just not. And it's gonna get fucking painted and all this shit anyway. Um, I'm just not driving a fucking jalopy. I've got no desire to drive a fucking jalopy. Let the three amigos pay it. Well, this is an amigo shop. This is actually a fucking dealership shop, which I'm not 100% fucking thrilled with, but it's I didn't realize that until I actually started talking to them. But and that's fine. They've got some good reviews on their cost and things of that nature. So I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out fine. It's just obviously time consuming because they're taking so much time to get it fucking done. That's the fucking kicker. You know, it took them a week to come up with a fucking quote. They ain't even given me yet, right? They haven't even given me the quote yet. Having your own carrier has big advantages over anything else. Don't take long getting 100% of load. $5,000 weeks add up fast. You're absolutely right, Sean. They do add up fast. But it's going to add up a hell of a lot faster than 1,800 a week. You know what I'm saying? It adds up fast. You know, run with the Albanians out of New York. Yeah, I'm not doing that either. Why the fuck would you go to a dealership? That's why you're getting screwed on price. Double Down. It's not a dealer. It's their own company that works that does body for a dealer is what I'll say. You know, but they're not. It's not a dealer doing it because that's like bringing it to Rush, right? But so they're an affiliate of a dealer, I guess I would say. But we haven't gotten the price yet, so we don't know what the price is. I know when I ask for the price from Rush, just say, hey, just get it legal. How much is it going to cost just to get it legal? They're at 17,000 to get it legal. 17 grand. That's no paint, no nothing. That's putting the headlight assembly on, fixing the axle and all that shit. Broken plastic and all, maybe a bumper. We're at 17 grand. Well, I've got the front end done for 4 grand, 4,200 or something, 4,300. I got the front end done. So now we're just working on paint. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. $1,000 for a bumper, so let's call it 5,500, right? Now we're at 5,500. Now throw in, whatever the hood is. I could get a used hood for $1,500. It ain't going to match, but it's all in one piece. I could do that for $1,500. So there's opportunity. I mean, it's not going to cost that much. It's not going to cost that much at the end of the day, compared to what the 17 grand just to make it legal. The 26 grand or 27 grand they quoted to fix the truck. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. Why don't you get a 1099 job running a Russian truck? Again, Russian trucks, they want to fuck with your logs and shit. I'm not running like that. Not running like that. Feel better what's going on? You can't find a hood and a bumper at junkyard. Yes, you can. You can find a hood, or you're saying you can, and maybe they put in. Yes, we've already found the bumpers. I found hoods on Facebook. On Facebook, there's a hood and bumper. Online, $1,500. He'd sell the bumper. The problem with the bumper is it's got a big dent in it, which might be able to get beaten out. I can't really see it very well. He's at $450 for the bumper. So I mean, it don't need to be brand new fucking parts. It ain't a brand new fucking truck. So I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. We'll get it fixed a hell of a lot cheaper than 27 grand that fucking Rush wanted. Trust me. Yeah, the company did good. Absolutely. 4 grand. They got everything fixed up and everything done. Yeah, and then see that 43 includes 4,200, whatever it was, includes the tow, which was 388. So it was under $4 grand. I would have paid the tow anyway. Just like I paid the tow to go to get for the paint, because Jordan Me lives close by, but his schedule changed. Now he's OTR versus local. He was going to just drive up to Tulsa and drive the truck for me to the shop, but it was only $398 or something to get it towed to the paint shop. So that ain't no big deal. That ain't no big deal. So come Monday, uh, I should have an idea what everything's going to cost, and then have them rip it out. And then once that's done, then I'm going to boogie to Tennessee and get the pieces from like in front of the step. He's got those that he picked up at a junkyard for $100 a pop. Um, he's gonna clean them up, fix whatever damage is on them, and then paint them to match the truck. And then we're gonna throw them on. So really, we just need a headlight assembly. You know, that's all. Potato tax. Yes, Windart. I've been fat my entire fucking life. So I don't know what to tell you. Okay. You want a suckle? What do you want? You want some creamer in your coffee? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Want me to cry? Would you like me to cry, Windart? No. But Windart, I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too because you came on that last live stream and made a lot of fucking sense. So glad to see you didn't give up. Yeah, yeah. I'm saying I hope I'm happy that I didn't give up. I hope I don't fucking regret this. I hope I don't regret this. But especially the way the market is and everything's going, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna need a couple more brewskis though. Mailman's gonna get here in about a half hour. I'll be working on that. Best lives for the challenge. Atlanta, I think I live for fucking misery. I all I want is goddamn misery is all I want. 3 strikes and you're never out. There's always another way, James. Yeah, there's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Now, would I think that I can make enough money at uh, any company job and be able to rebuild the 680? Absolutely fucking not. One, I'd be bankrupt and that truck is gone, right? It's because it'll be a business bankruptcy and the truck will be gone, the 2 trailers will be gone, everything will be gone. Now, is it possible? Let's say shit hits the fan with the 386. Is it possible I can sell a trailer? Is it possible I can sell the 680? Absolutely. I still have assets to sell to keep me in business. Worst case, I still have those assets to sell. You know, it was a damn near godsend that I bought that 386, and that 386 only popped up because we were talking in Zello or talking on fucking YouTube here, and just fucking said fuck it. I'm gonna buy a Sean a fucking truck to sign him on, and that's when I started looking fucking trucks on Ritchie Brothers and shit. So it was just a freak of fucking nature. It was a godsend that I actually bought the 386. Had I not bought that 386, I'd been done. I'd been done. But it was kind of saving grace. So with it being a saving grace, how can it be a fucking curse? Right? How can it be a curse if it was a saving grace? So this accident is just another fucking hiccup. It's another chance of fucking growth and whatever, Another challenge to be overdone. Every failure or every kick in the dick is a chance to fucking grow and be better, This market will get a little worse. Oh, I agree 100%, SoCal. It definitely will. So once this truck is rolling, you're going to be driving it. Yes. Double down. I will never do another 60/40. Um, I will never lease out a truck again. I will never do another lease purchase unless it's the absolute right fucking guy. I've got no desire of it. And I'll never do a 60/40. I will be in the fucking truck. If I own the truck, I'll be in the truck. DB, what's up, baby? Would a Smithsonian take 680? No. If I can get a few more miles out of it, maybe Kenworth would have bought it back, or Cummins, seeing as how the ISX didn't blow up. And technically, it didn't even blow up. It's just the sleeve slipped. 2 and 4 sleeve. I don't know how big of a deal is it just to replace the sleeves and then just run it. Run it as is, right? Is that possible? I don't know. You check these guys out in Des Moines. I don't know which one. Never say never. Oh, Randall's here. Randall's here more ways than one. I need to get another beer, though. I'm out. I don't know if we'll disconnect or not. Oh. Got those lights on the step. Thought I might need them, but at night, but they're just kind of in the fucking way at this point. Oh, yeah. Like I said, today we're going to be grinding down the frame on the new service truck. Do some side loot. Get some side loot. Bush Apple Day. It is, isn't it, Ram? It is Bush Apple Day. I wish they'd get rid of the share your referral link. You can get a something 1,000. I can't read that yet until somebody else pipes up. Then it goes up above that. Refresh your or share your link referral. Who gives a fuck about link referral? Stupid. How do you get rid of that? Anybody know how to get rid of that? Oh, you can get a hood and bumper for under 1,000. Man, not what I'm seeing. Not what I'm seeing. Thank you, Patel, man, on the road. Appreciate you putting those dots. Because if it gets quiet, then that bottom one I can't read. But if you put a period or something, and then that'll bring the chat up. So I do appreciate you guys doing that. I know the hood and bumper was 1,500, and that was like an hour and a half from here. So now that I've got the dually fired up and running, I can run and grab that hood and bumper. If the price of this is too expensive, right? If they come back with a too high of a quote for this reglassing, painting, and putting a fucking headlight on, if that comes back too high, then I'll snag that up. Because the bumper don't need to be fucking perfect either. I'll put a fucking plastic one on there. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I just don't want to be riding around with plastic flipping all over the fucking place and bungee cords holding shit and a fucking fucked up bumper. I don't want my name on the side of a truck that looks like that when I go to a fucking shipper receiver. I don't want to look like a fucking piece of shit. I don't want my business represented with a piece of shit truck. I just don't. So, yeah, could I go down there? Oh, well, it's drivable now. It's legal. The fiberglass that's not DOT. I get it. It isn't. But I'm not, it's my goddamn car. Now, if I was working for the Russians and fucking had a beat up truck, then what do I give a shit? It ain't my name on the door. But when it's my name on the fucking door, I got to represent a little bit, for fuck's sake. I got to look halfway goddamn decent, that I don't look like 100% fucking shitbag. And I'm just not driving busted up fucking shit with my name on the door. I'm just not. Now maybe, if everything's too expensive, I'll just say fuck it, and maybe I just lease onto a fucking Russian. I can look just like all their fucking Volvos with bungee cords all over the place. But it's just not my gig, you know. It's not my gig. You'll be a stronger operator after all this. Atlanta, I appreciate the encouragement. And I'm telling you, you know, you got a handful of fucking shitbags there that just want you to fail and they can't wait for your demise and all that other shit. And then some of it's just fake hate. Some of it's just, hey, I just want to make content, I get it. I don't think anybody seriously fucking hates me. I mean, they might make shit comments or whatever. I don't think anybody fucking hates me. I mean, fuck, they don't even know me, right? They don't even know me enough to fucking hate me. But the support I've received with, emails and text messages and things of that nature it's been nice. Honestly, it's been nice. And I appreciate it. I drank the Angry Orchard apple beers the most. That Angry Orchard is just too much go-go juice. Reds, I used to like Reds when, hell, I don't even know the last time I seen Reds apple ale or whatever that was. I don't even know the last time I seen it. And then, but Busch Light Apple, when it came out, it was like, kind of a big thing. But Randall's store, he's been working hard, poor baby. The place of shit is between seat and steering wheel. Oh, the piece of shit is between the seat. Yes. That company, Van Hags, has been around many years. You're looking to have it cheap. Well, I found cheaper. Van Hag is not cheap. I mean, they're inexpensive, but they're not cheaper. Chrome bumper may be cheaper than finding a blue plastic bumper or having one painted. Plus, it looks cool. Yeah, Stephen Lyle, I'll have to call. I-80's got one for 1,064, thousand something dollars. Now, I don't know if it comes with all the mounting brackets. That I don't know. I was going to call. This paint shop is going to see if they can find a used bumper. We'll see what they find. If they can, they can. If they can't, they can't. But I'm just going to see the cost difference of going back plastic or doing the chrome. Everybody in Tulsa, everywhere wants like $2,000, 2,500 for a fucking chrome bumper. But like I said, the one in I-80 was $1,000. But again, I don't know if it's got all the hardware, all the mounting hardware. Vegan, what's going on? Done 4 days of hard manual labor. I've earned my bush apple. Well, I-80 might not be a ripoff, Windsard, because they're cheaper, right? It's $1,000. So I don't know if they're a ripoff when Chrome Shop Mafia wants 2,500. I don't see how that's cheaper or how they're a ripoff. Go on to Rainey's. Go to 4 Trucks. Try to look for a 386 bumper that's got the fucking fog light holes, and they're fucking up there, dude. They're $2,000, 2,400. So I-80 for having it and having the fog light holes, $1,000. I-80 is way overpriced crap. I get it, dude, but look at Rainey's, look at 4 Trucks, look at all these other fucking shops to get the chrome. I'm telling you, it's not overpriced. It's not overpriced. It's the only one I found online. Now maybe junkyards, but junkyards usually if a truck is in the junkyard, it's because it's either been rolled over or it's in a front collision. So you're very unlikely that you're going to get a bumper of any value, Well, Windsard, where would you get one? Where would you get a chrome bumper? You know, where would you get one? I mean, for $1,000, it might be it might be a chrome bumper. It won't be a stainless bumper, and that fucker probably end up rusting or doing whatever. I mean, for $1,000, I can't imagine it's that great. So we able to steel pipe in the front and call it a bumper. Well, you could. I could just use aluminum paint. You know, I mean, in theory, the truck don't even need a fucking bumper. I was rednecking me, but I like walking out to my truck and the chrome bumpers and polished wheels. Listen, I do too. I have pride of ownership. I definitely have pride of ownership. So yes, I like it as well. Patel, that is aftermarket. That is not. It's a 386. Is not from it's not OEM. It's not. I'm not buying it from Peterbilt. Chrome shops are aftermarket bumpers. Yeah, your lack of search. Well, because Winzard, I know you're wrong. I mean, you're Googling it right now, 386 bumper, and you're seeing yourself that they're $2,000. So even at Ford Trucks or Rainey's or wherever you're looking, they're there. So, and if not, you're paying $400 shipping, right? So buying it online is $400 shipping. I can drive to fucking I-80 and have the fucking bumper in hand for $1,000. So it's, I don't know, whatever you want, Winzard. You want to be argumentative, you know. Obviously you woke up with fucking piss in your coffee. Don't matter none to me. We'll probably give this about another 20 minutes, and I should have my mail will be here, and I'm gonna start working on the old Ford. Quick search. I can't see anything till somebody else pipes in, Winchard. Quick search. I found bumpers for your truck for $300. Chrome 500. Well, that's pretty good search, because I just Google searched 2014 or 386 bumper, because I don't matter what year it is. I was not finding anything in that dollar amount. Didn't see anything in that dollar amount. But I'll appreciate you, brother. Nope. And I know you won't forward the link to me because, that'd be helping me out. God forbid you fucking help me out. That's all right. I know. If you come on here and said you got it for 50, they would say they could get it for 20. Well, there you go, Stephen Lau. I mean, that's about it. That's about it, brother. You never know. We've tried some junkyards. Tennessee Matt's in Knoxville, so he's got a couple junkyards there. There is a junkyard south in southern Illinois that Flip Arm John told me about. That's something that we could potentially look into them also. Facebook Marketplace, we have looked at Facebook Marketplace. It has to be driving distance, otherwise it's $300-400 to ship a bumper. So it's got to be something I can pick up. Like I said, Facebook Marketplace has one for $450, but it is damaged. I don't know how easy it would be to take that bump out and shit, but I don't know if I want to buy damaged fucking chrome bumper. You can get bumpers cheap, SoCal. Well, what's cheap? Buy me a chrome bumper for 386. We'll see what's cheap. Because otherwise, we can hold off the bumper. We'll take a fucking load to fucking California for the bumper, right? I'll run it out there with the ragged out fucking bumper. Right now, it's not touching the tire. That's all that fucking matters to me at this point, right? At this juncture. Obviously, I'd like to get it fixed, but they already wrote you off best. You crushed Winzard's happiness today by saying you are still in the game. Try Thieves Incorporated. Mexican sheep? Yeah, I'll take Mexican sheep. Like stolen? I'll take stolen. I'll take a stolen bumper. I wasn't going to let him shut down. No, no. SoCal was on the phone with me damn near every day, trying to get me not to fucking shut it down or not to quit. That's for sure. Um, and I appreciate that because I could have easily walked out, you know, and walked away. But yeah, I'm glad I'm still in it. I'm in, like I say, I'm in it to win it, but it might be too early to tell. But I'm glad I'm still in it for sure. I just got too much invested in it. I've got too much money invested. I got too much time invested in it. You know, I gotta do what I can. You know, you'll make some. Are you? Is that calls? SoCal, you gonna make some calls? I'm gonna have to write fucking yard or fucking StreamYard, tell them to fucking shit can that fucking referral link. I don't need their $10. Well, I could use the $10, but I don't. Here, let me put it up there. That way you could get your 10. I can get my $10. Go ahead and sign that up if you could. Now, if they said, hey, hit that share link 5 times and then we'll take it away, that's fine. You know, why did they cut your credit lines, Manny? It's the same reason why they cut the credit lines during COVID. Same reason. Um, Banks are starting to reel back their lines of credit, just like they did in COVID. No different. Um, they're just covering their ass. You know. Oh, what's going on, baby? It's easier, cheaper to get an aftermarket. Well, yeah, everything is aftermarket, Curdy. Right? If you go to Ford Trucks, you don't go to a chrome shop. You go any. It's all aftermarket shit. Rainey's is all aftermarket. I'm not going to fucking Kenworth and Peterbilt looking for a fucking chrome bumper. Okay, I'm going to fucking chrome shops. You know, I'm going wherever there is that fucking chrome is sold. So I'm not going to Peterbilt trying to get a fucking bumper. You know, did Elon cut your credit? Somebody sure as fuck did. Somebody sure as fuck did. Yeah, it's just it's the way that I think they're starting to see the fucking market. New president, they don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they're getting a little fucking scared. I don't know. You know. Oh, just a steel bumper without fog lights. I could go that route. They're all the same price though. There ain't a whole lot of more money for a cutout, right? Not a whole lot of money for a cutout. Insurance company has told their clients to adjust down credit lines too. Yeah, maybe. It's just, I mean, it's the way she rolls. You know, it's just it's the way she rolls. But we just need to get back right. You know, and with me back in the truck versus trying to do a 60/40, I relied a lot on fucking credit because the reality is the 60/40 wasn't making enough money to pay for all the goddamn maintenance that 60/40 was accruing. Had I just stayed my ass in the truck, I would not be in the fucking situation I'm currently in financially. Had I stayed in the fucking truck, and that's where I'm not doing another 60/40. I'm just not. I'm gonna run the truck or not at all. So that was it worked. The first guy I had, it worked. It was not working the second time, and I was too stubborn. I was too stubborn to give up on him. I was too stubborn, and I wouldn't let him go. I wouldn't fire him, and that's 100% on me. There's a lot of things I could have fucking done differently. I should never have gotten out of the fucking truck. Plain fucking simple. And when I was back in the truck, I should never have gotten out of it a second time. I should have just kept it and ran it myself. But It didn't work that way. You know, I was stupid. I was fucking stupid for staying with it as long as I did. I should have cut that shit out years ago. You know, those are had breakdowns too regular. No question. It was every goddamn week we were fucking in Pennsylvania. I mean, we were to the point where fucking Iron Maintenance is sending us fucking T-shirts. They're so goddamn happy. I mean, we spent so much money in Iron Maintenance, dude. I mean, god damn, it just didn't end. Why don't you get a new bumper for 600? Well, send me the fucking. Did you send me the link? You sent me a text. Torque sent. I'm not. I'm not seeing it, but we live and we learn. That's it. That's it. I'm only putting that link up there so I can see the chat because the link's in the way and I can't fucking see it. Yeah, we live and learn for sure. Yeah, send that link, and then I mean, fuck, it's $600. I'll order it. I'll order it and I'll have it shipped. As long as it's, I have to find out if it's got all the mounting brackets because I don't know if the mounting brackets on one side will work. I don't know if the mounting bracket on the other side will work. All right, I got it, SoCal. That doesn't give me a whole lot. It doesn't include shipping. I mean, $638. Well, once you throw in $400 in shipping, I can have the goddamn thing. I can just pick it up. You know, it's it's now $600 and I get a load out to California, but fuck $400, I might as well just fucking get it installed here. I mean, what's $400 at the end of the fucking day? Nothing. I mean, it's froze up until when I go and check the text, it'll freeze up. Apologize. Get it in a week. Well, it ain't free shipping, SoCal. It ain't free shipping. Eclipse, what's up, baby? But yeah, it's already 10. Well, no, it's 9:53. We'll give about another 10 minutes or so. But I think I'm pretty much caught up. Um, I'll keep you guys updated. It's been a long time since the last video because nothing really changed. You know, now he's sending me rainies. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's rainy. That's $400 to ship that. So we're already $1,000, and then it'll come back damaged in shipping. Yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have the cutouts. I could get the ones with the cutouts for $1,000. We're still at $1,000 any way you look at it. And that's, I mean, that's a fucking stainless bumper or whatever. It's going to cost fucking money. It ain't going to be free. And that one's fucking tall. Fucking be dragging that motherfucker on the ground. And then I'll be looking at getting airbags so I can rest it. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going outside and get to work. Yeah, I got to get to work too. So I'm going to get the old Ford cleaned up. That'll be my side hustle. Changing tires. Fuck yeah, maybe doing some brakes. Brakes and tires. That's what I think I'm going to do. Oop. Call my guy out here. Yeah, call your guy out here. Yeah, call your guy out here. Tika, cool looking. I picked front bumper. Tika, cool looking. Oh, you picked out a bumper that's good. That's cool. Oh, I hear you. I want a bumper that's functional. Yeah, I want one that's functional. Those fucking headlights ain't worth the shit. Those headlights ain't worth the shit. You've been smacking around the wife lately? No, unfortunately I haven't. Unfortunately I haven't. But I'm glad you're concerned. I'm glad you're showing concern for my wife. I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate it. Can your I can't read that either. I gotta wait. Can your bumper be straightened? We're gonna try straighten it, but it's not. I mean, I think if you were to take it off and then beat it with a fucking hammer and all, I mean, you might be able to. It is metal, right? It is metal, so you know it's never going to be flat. You know, like clean, but will it suffice? Yeah, you know, paint it to match your truck. I don't like painted metal. I don't. I'm not so much sure if I'm into that. You know, not so much into that. You look like a giant blue M&M. Thank you, Raker. I should get a. I've got a vinyl machine. Maybe I should just get an M. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? And just put a fucking M on my chest. Hey, think about that. That's fucking genius, dude. That's genius. I might do that. Wouldn't that be funny? I do look like a fucking M&M. Okay. Maybe I'll do that to all my shirts. Just put a fucking M on there. Oh, that's fucking funny. That's funny. Shop fees, good morning. Just got in. Can I get the short of the live? We're we're getting the trucks fixed. Shop fees. So the alignment, the front end's done. Now we're just waiting on a little bit of body work and paint. So be another couple weeks. Be another couple weeks. You look like a SoCal that's been doing or that's been drugged down by life and hanging on by a thread. Damn. You guys are too fucking much. Yep. M&M, S&M. There you go. Just get the M on my shirt. Yeah. So that's a GIF of it for now. I'll update a little bit more. Which truck? It's the 386. You know, I'm gonna have to share the link again so I can read. It's the blue shirt. What can I say? It might be the blue shirt. Does SoCal wear a lot of blue? I don't know, but I'm gonna jump off here. You guys have been fucking tits. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the positivity. I appreciate the negativity as well, but we'll see what we can do. We can get done, but I'll keep you guys updated. You know, not like every day, but when shit gets done or whatever, we'll do like what the shit looks like. When it's all done, I'll maybe do a video of what everything looks like. It's probably not gonna look perfect, but we'll be back on the road. You're getting bigger. Actually, Charlie, I lost a little bit of weight when I first got home, but now I've been home for 5 weeks, and yeah, I probably gained it all back. No question. I probably gained it all back, but what are you gonna do? You know, such is life. I've always been a fat fuck. I'm always gonna be a fat fuck. So I'm 51. It's what am I gonna do? Start taking testosterone, going to the gym for who? For who and for what? What's the fucking point? Who am I getting all dialed up for? If I wanted a fucking six pack, I would have gotten a six pack in my fucking 20s, not in my fucking 50s. So who am I trying to impress? A bunch of other lads on the old YouTube? Uh, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna. But you guys are tits. Appreciate you. Later.